one of my tea videos. This is my new video. My newest tea video anyway. I've not made one of these for a little while, so I hope you enjoy. The tea that I'm going to be testing today is another of the Tea Pigs variety. It's a little bit late at night. Well, it's not really, it's 8:30, but this is an energy brew. So I don't know how intelligent it is having this at this time of the night, considering I have sleep issues. But anyway, I think it's worth having a little look at anyway. So, I love these little tea pick bags. They're so cute. So yeah, so the tea that we're going to drink today is called Yerba Mate. It takes 3 minutes to steep, so I'm going to get that started as soon as possible, right away really. As you can see from the bag, they use very large pieces of leaf. They don't use just sort of very dusty end bits of sort of the tea once the leaf's been crushed. Tea pigs are very good at giving you sort of very big pieces of the actual tea, so you're not just left with sort of like the waste that a lot of tea companies do actually use. And also that kind of promotes a much cleaner cup of tea, and so you've not got lots of sediment at the bottom. But anyway, I'm going to pop him in there, and you'll remember my teapot from my other videos. What you won't recognise is my new teacup. So I decided I needed just something for me when I was on my own. So the books that I read are all for me, and they're sort of my things that I buy, and also hand creams and face creams are my little pleasure. But teacups are my thing, and so I found this lovely teacup at a local store. I'll just take that away because it's quite hot, but I'll show you. It's based on sort of a very pretty watercolour. If you can see, they've got sort of lovely flowers. I think those are freesias here, and that's a big poppy. But I think it's beautiful, and it's a very large saucer, so it's quite good because you can sort of put lots of biscuits on it. And it's got a large it's a large cup as well. So this is Vilmor and Bosch, which is quite a nice brand. But yeah, so I just think this is the most indulgent cup of tea. It's perfect size, it's pretty plain, and it's just sort of me, and I sit with my little teapot and my cup and my whatever tea I'm drinking. And that's my little happy place. So I'm sorry, I'm sort of trying to lean down because it's very hard to, without using my camera, which I used to use on a tripod, it can't really fit very much in with my computer camera. So anyway, let's get to a little bit more about the tea. So Yerba Mate is spelled as such, if I can stay still enough for you to be able to read that. Basically it's Y-E-R-B-A, mate. What's special about this tea? Well, let's be honest, you'll either love it or hate this tea. Yerba Mate is native to South America, where it is drunk to increase focus and alertness while helping with detoxing and weight loss. And all allegedly without any side effects. Hurrah! A strong, slightly bitter, smoky taste. So anyway, 1 teaspoon per person, infused in boiling water for 3 minutes. Try it with a sprinkling of cinnamon or ginger. Oh. Well, I'm not going. Can't stand cinnamon, so no, and I don't really fancy ginger either. It doesn't really have a very strong aroma. And it's not a very steep, like a strong steep either. If you can see, it's very been in there for about a minute and a half. It's just a very light, like not even a sort of a white tea or a green tea. It's just a very, very light green. So it obviously needs quite a while to steep, to brew. Got my Yankee candle here. This one is Midnight Jasmine. That's gorgeous. I absolutely love these candles. And this other one is my soft blanket one. Excuse me. So anyway, mate is actually a Portuguese word. Not that I actually know what it means. And this drink is mainly consumed in South America in countries like Argentina and Bolivia and I think Peru was another one, and Brazil. It's mostly grown in Argentina, I believe, or Brazil. And in fact, weirdly enough, it's a very popular drink in Syria. And the Argentinians import it or export it over to Syria, and they drink a lot of it over there. It was scientifically classified by a man called Moses Bertoni, and he settled in Paraguay in 1895. Bit of useless information for you there. It's part of the holly family, so for those of you who don't know what holly is, which I'm sure most do, holly is that sort of Christmassy plant, and it's very prickly, so lots of wreaths are made from it, and everyone sort of makes their Christmas wreath. It's got poisonous red berries. So it's part of the holly family, and it starts off as quite a bushy little shrub, and then can actually grow to about 15 feet tall, it's about 15 metres tall, which is huge. 15 metres is probably about 49, 50 feet. So it's quite big. It's actually supposedly, which I only just found out by reading on the internet, close to being endangered. Well, not endangered, but threatened. I don't know what kind of classification that's under, whether that's the wild varieties, or because obviously if they're farming it, but I don't know. I wouldn't have bought it if I thought it was actually threatened, so I don't know. And I'm sure tea pigs wouldn't be selling it if it's properly threatened. It doesn't smell overly pleasant. It doesn't smell horrible. I can't really show you the colour of it, but it's sort of, like a mild green tea colour. It's an odd one. It doesn't really taste, it's not horrible at all. It's actually quite nice. I'm quite surprised. I might leave that in there a bit longer. It's got a tang to it, sort of like a black tea tang. There is caffeine in it, and it's used in a lot of different energy drinks now, actually. And of which I don't know which energy drinks it is actually in. But yeah, it's a big ingredient in some of the energy drinks on the market these days. And yeah, apparently it's got quite a good dose of caffeine, but I'm definitely getting the smoky taste, but I don't think it's a horrible taste at all. In fact, I quite like it. But then again, I'm used to drinking lots of matcha tea, and most people think that matcha tea is absolutely horrendous. So, so a bit more about what the plant looks like. They're little tiny flowers, and they've got 4 petals each, and they're sort of a little sort of off-white, like a whitey greenish colour. They're little tiny flowers, and their berries are red, like a dark red. Like I said, very similar to the holly bush. It's funny, I don't dislike it, I don't like it or dislike it. Definitely getting a bit more bitter now I've had it steeping in there for a bit longer. But I actually think it's quite nice. I don't think it's horrible at all. There's a funny sweetness about it as well when you first sip it. It starts off very sweet, and then you get the bitterness. I think it's alright actually, I quite like it. And it's a pleasant surprise, because when it said that people, on the box it said that people either liked it or didn't like it, I kind of assumed that it would be absolutely horrible. It's the only ingredient in the tea as well, just Yerba Mate, so literally just crushed leaves from the tree, nothing else added. You know, a lot of different teas add lots of different things to it, and it hasn't at all. But worrying, the picture that they've got on the box is a little gun with a bang. So obviously it's probably going to keep me up all night, but that's okay, because I sort of did say that I'd try and focus on making a few videos this evening. Well, I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I've still got half a cup of tea, so, and I've run out of things to talk about with the tea. Usually there's several different ingredients in some of the teas that I try, and this hasn't got any, and I've sort of explained where it came from and who drinks it and all about the tree and the plant. And yeah, there's not anything else to really talk about, so this is going to be a little bit of a short one actually. But anyway, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and I'll be testing lots of teas in the near future, but I'll try and not swamp you with them. But anyway, speak to you soon.